Okay, so I've changed my setup. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. So now I've got a better way of recording my audio. So hopefully from now on you'll get a clearer audio. So we'll get stuck into it. I've created a little action here just to make things quicker. And all it does is it creates a new file, adds a gradient map, adds the vector layer, and names that vector layer, and then selects that layer so I can start drawing. It's just a lot quicker way of how I was doing it before. So basically all I have to do is click this button and then I've got a new drawing. So I'll click it again. Okay, it's created a new drawing, and it's set it up so I'm ready to go. So I'll zoom in now to 100%. And what I like to do is I like to start with one line which basically sets the entire image up. So for instance, if I draw this one line here, I've got to start, okay? Or if I draw a line here, I've got to start. So I'm basically drawing from the one curve from the outside of the figure. So it could be this curve, okay? Or it could be this curve, okay? Or it could be this curve. I don't generally start from that curve, but it could be that curve. And then I just keep adding to it, like so. Okay? So now I have been drawing for a long time, so it is easier for me to do that. But can you see how that once you get to this point, you can quickly have something illustrated without drawing lots of construction lines. Okay, I've been working this way ever since, I forget his name, I don't want to pronounce it and get it wrong, but he draws this way a lot more superior than I do. He'll actually go, I know, start drawing the eye, then start drawing the toe. I can't do that. I've got to sort of draw from connected points to get what I want to get. Okay, so now the good thing about doing this, you know, is see I've redrew that line several times. Okay, because it wasn't quite right. No, that's okay. You don't have to get it perfect doing it this way. It's just a way of doing it to really quickly get something down with the need of creating lots of construction lines. And admittedly, this is a hard way of doing it. Once you train yourself doing it this way, it becomes like second nature. So once I get to this point here, I like to find the jawline and put that in place. So it looks about right. Now this now I'm just looking to see if that's too big. Maybe it is. If that is too big, I press M and I'll go around here and I'll just shrink it a little bit, or if it's too small. But I think that's about right there. Or if I need to adjust the angle, I don't generally adjust the angle. I'm just saying you can, because I pretty much set up with the jawline the angle that I want. Now I'm drawing the eyes. as I'm drawing them, I'm thinking about the size of the eyes. Are they too big or too small? Okay. That looks about right. And I thicken this line here, and thicken. This is just how I do it. I thicken this line here. Okay, and I start by drawing the bottom lash of the top eyelid, and depending on the resolution, I think the resolution's a bit small here. I'll just do, maybe I'll just do three sort of main ones, and then I could do a few light ones. Okay. So now, where's she looking? Now, I used to chuck my pen nibs away quite frequently as soon as they get a bit scratchy. I don't do that anymore because I'm on my last one. I'm sorry for that. I've got a bit of a runny nose because I'm on my last one, and too lazy to order up more. But I've realised if I just keep turning my pen, it wears a bit more evenly, and any flat spots will wear back to a sort of a rounded spot. So I don't need to put in a new pen nib. So the nose, I used to go like this to get the size and the position, and then just draw it back from that. Now I just sort of like so. Now, looking at this now, I realise that this line here is in the wrong spot. I'll need to change that, but I'll show you what I do here. Okay, so sometimes it's only a fraction out, and I'll just modify it a little bit rather than redrawing it. So I think head's looking a little bit too big. What I missed out there. Okay. So I've got the lips down, and the proportions are about this section here is sort of the same as this section here. Okay, so the difference from the eye to the bottom of the nose is roughly the same as the center of the lips to the bottom of the chin. Okay. Okay, so that's not in the right spot. So what I'll do is I'll create a new layer, and I'll just decrease the layer opacity. Okay, and while the new layer selected, hold down Control and click the line you want to change. So I hold down Control X. Now it's switched back to that layer. Control V. Okay, now I'll adjust the opacity a bit more. Okay. So now I'll redraw this line. A bit of the cheekbone here, and then it goes in like so, and now maybe because my hand is hiding the position of where it joins up, so that can be, so well, normally I might just turn it like that just so I can see, because my hands are in the way. Okay, join this up. There's no line that goes across like that. Sometimes there is, there'll be like a crease in the skin from turning around. Okay, so now I can start drawing the eyebrows. Now these eyebrows are a bit higher up than normal. These are sort of slightly, hey, what's going on here kind of expression. It's like a micro expression, not full expression. I could say, hey, look, or, what the hell? Okay. So when I might put some other details in here. Now, if she was leaning forward this way, you would find that there would be some creases along here. So that's in the exact right spot. Okay. I generally start by getting the thumb to where it needs to be. All the while looking to see if the hand's not too big. And sorry about that. Make sure that we haven't got sausage fingers. Her hand looks a little tiny bit big, so I might just size it down a little. Looks better. Some might say that is cheating a bit, but you are in a digital medium, so why not use it? So I generally put the hair on a separate layer. So I've made another action here. The hair can really define the character. That is, if you're trying to make a likeness of someone, one of the things you can do is have the hairstyle very much keep that the same as the person you're trying to caricature or create a likeness of. Make sure that is pretty much the hairstyle they normally have, and you'll find that your likenesses start to take on, be more like, not lifelike, look more like the person you're trying to do. Because that has that one element. Always the same. Like when you notice someone has a haircut, you go, oh, you'll notice it straight away because they look different. There's something different about them. So if they've got the same haircut over a long period of time, or hairstyle, I should say, that goes into makeup. The makeup of getting a likeness of them. I can turn that off now. So how far are we in? 14 minutes. So I think we're pretty close to finishing this. So I might. Generally, if the arm is bent, it ends up, so if this arm was bent here, it would end up just below the breast. Okay, so if I'm drawing from this side, so roughly would be here. So now I've drawn this side. If I'm doing a sort of a splayed look with the fingers, no, I'll start with the outside. Make sure the hand's not starting to look a bit bigger than the other one. My computer's probably hanging a little bit because I've got 3 programs running at once. Rid of that one. Putting off. Not the best rendition of hands. Okay. I can see that this hand's bigger than that one. I tried to not to do that, but I'll scale it down. And I can go up here. Okay. I probably won't add the polishing steps because it's, will I? Okay. Now at this point where I've got to the, almost the finishing of the drawing, I'll go around finding any weak spots, any crossovers, and get rid of those. There was a crossover. Okay, weak spot. Not finished. You could say she's sitting on something. Okay. That is probably cheating. And there's a weak spot here. Go to the hair. So I can get a better angle pulling the stroke. Turn it. Weak spot here. I want the border to have no weak spots. One of the reasons is filling the image with colour, and the other is aesthetics. You know, a nice line with no gaps. Well, with no intentional gaps. Gaps that weren't meant to be there. If they are meant to be there because of your style, then that's... Yeah, I'm pretty much finished, but the eyes I didn't really finish here. The eyelashes under here. Now you don't have to draw every single eyelash, that would be insane. Now I'll look to see if there's anything I really want to change. If the eyes are too not right, one smaller than the other or something like that. I think we're pretty close to being done. So that's how I draw, and hope this helps you draw. And believe you me, once you start drawing like this, you're going to be able to draw faster. That's the whole point of doing this way, is drawing faster and getting something down and avoiding drawing block. Avoiding drawing block. Once you start a line, okay, can you then draw the whole figure. But if you're trying to, which way do I want it? Maybe there's a leg coming out here, something there, and like that, okay? Or, as I say, I've got more of experience, okay? Now, to get the leg coming out here, I would first draw there. Now I can have that leg coming out, like so, okay, which is faster. I've got to start on a drawing now, whereas before, no. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this is informative to you, and I'll see you in the next video.